I'm Emmanuel and welcome to my workbench and welcome to another short coin roll hunt. And today I will be hunting toonies. So let's get right into it. We can find, it is possible to find silver toonies if somebody broke one out of a set. Let's see if we can avoid getting any fakes. Lots of varieties to look for as well. Let's start with roll number 1, 1996 on the ender. That is by far the most common year. I wouldn't be surprised if almost half of all toonies out there are 1996s. But let's start right away with a black ring toonie. Just jumps out right at you. And let's go ahead and start this hunt. All right, as we saw, we got a black ring toonie. This is to commemorate the passing of Queen Elizabeth II. This was issued in 2022. And we have the plated steel outer core that has this black plating on it. Very, very cool. I keep these because, especially if they're in good condition like this one is, that I keep them for my giveaways. It's quite a popular giveaway item. Second one is a commemorative, 1815 to 2015, 200 years. The 200th birthday of Sir John A. Macdonald, Canada's first Prime Minister. It has, this one has the weird serif font on there. This one is quite common. Moving on to roll 2, we have a 2012 ender on this one. Now 2012 is a date to look for because that was the year they transitioned from the old design to the new design. I'll show you that, but let's go into this roll and see what we can find. All right, so let's have a look here. So this is the new design. It has the security features up here. Let me see if I can find an older one here. So here's the older toonie. It has the word Canada on the top and $2 on the bottom. And the new design, they put Canada and $2 on the side. And they have this design that you can see, if you tilt it, you can see a maple leaf there on the left and a maple leaf there on the right. And they added these two over here at the bottom with the number 2 as well. That was the new design. 2012 was the transition year. So the new coins have the date at the bottom on the obverse side, and the old coins have the date, would have the date actually on the top over here. So that's what to look for, is a 2012 without these security features. This is a commemorative commemorating Vimy Ridge in Europe. We have the monument in France here, and this one is dated 2017. This is the Canadian Mint regularly issues Remembrance Day toonies. Very cool. Next one here is, this one is the War of 1812. This is the HMS Shannon. And there is a variety to look for. This one has also a weird font that they use on the back. Now, the one to look for, let me see if I can grab, where's my screwdriver over here? Now, what you're looking for is an area. So you see there's 2 guy lines up here, 1, 2, forming kind of like a V. And right between these guy lines, there's an area here. Well, in some proof strikes or specimen strikes, there's an area there where that area was frosted, and it was called the extra sale version, but it's not on the regular circulation strikes. Next, we have another Remembrance Day coin. This is commemorating a Canadian poet who wrote a very famous poem here in Canada called In Flanders Fields. We have the poppies over here. As a child, I don't really remember much of the poem, but as a child in elementary school, we had to memorize this poem. This is 2015. All I seem to remember, I think, is in Flanders fields, the poppies grow among the crosses, row on row. That's the first couple of lines that I remember. And this is the commemorative for the, it's a really bad shaped coin, but it's a commemorative for the Queen's Golden Jubilee, 1952 to 2002. And there's a version that we need to look at where right on the bottom half of that H there is a die chip or a little dot. This one is not it. All right. Interesting coins in this roll. And this one is obverse side up. Very gunky coin as well. And look at that. We have our second black ring Toonie. All right, so we have another black ring Toonie. We've seen this one as well. This one is in fair condition, so I will keep this one as well. We have a year 2000 knowledge, part of the Millennium series. This is a mother polar bear with her two baby polar bears. Now there are 3 varieties in here that are all to do with die chips. The first one has a die chip on the bottom right of that 0 there, which is not there. And then the other one is on the obverse, where there's a die chip under the D, which is not there, or a die chip under the S. So this one doesn't have any of those die chips. So this is just a regular circulation strike. Now we do have a low mintage, 1 million minted Daphne Ogic. I think this might be one of the first ones I find. This is really cool. 1 million minted, a key date, definitely. If I've never found one, it'll go into my main book. We'll have to check that one after. And finally, we have a 2019 over here. And 2019, there are 2 varieties based on the serrations on the edges. I have a 2022 over here to compare it with. If it has the same serrations as a 2022, in this case it does, then this is the regular strike. But there were 2019s hit with the serrations were done with an older serrating machine, for lack of a better name, and so that's the variety to look for. It has actually extra serrations, so that's one to look for. Let's go now into roll number 4. Look at that. These really jump out at you, and a really nice, good condition one here. I'll just add it right away to the pile. All right, 2 more to look for in this roll. We have another commemorative. This is 2014. This is called Wait for Me Daddy. Little boy running to hold his father's hand. This is taken from a picture, an actual photograph. The father's over here going off to fight in World War II. Very, very cool. And we have another 2019. Let's compare with the 2022. And here we have it, folks. This is the extra serrations. Let me get a better view over here with the serrations over here. And you can see the 2022 is on the bottom, and you can see the 2019 on the top there has extra serrations. So this is the variety to look for. There is a 2010 as well that has less serrations. So, but for some reason, 2010 seem to be few and far between. I don't find them too often. So this one has a 2006 ender. All right, 2 more over here. Here is another Remembrance Day one. This one is to commemorate the Merchant Marines in the Navy. You got a guy on a boat with an anti-aircraft or a cannon of some sort. I'm not familiar with World War II weapons. A ship flying, an aircraft flying overhead, and a ship on this side over here, and a ship on that side over there. And And this one is dated 2016. Very cool. And we have another one over here. This is another 2019. So let's compare with the one that we know has extra serrations. If the camera will just decide on what to focus on. And we can see that the one on top, the new one I just had, has less serration. So this is just a standard strike. And let's make sure we don't confuse the two and keep the one that has the error. Now, you might see me flip a coin and flip a coin again, the same coin twice. And how come I'm flipping it so many times? It's because I want to look at what year it is. And based on the year, I look at the coin again to see if it's a fake or if there's a variety. But so that's why you'll see me, for example, I look at this one, I don't know what year it is. It's a 1996. I flip it again to see there's fakes. So I look at the paw here. That's not a fake. And then I look at the mouth. Either there's a cigar or the horn variety. So you'll see me when I go through these coins where I'm flipping them multiple times, because I don't bother looking at the details of the coin if the coin is not of the appropriate year. Normally, I detect the fakes visually quite quickly. Once you've seen a few, they become quite obvious. All right, we have 4 more over here. I think we have 3 2019. So let me go get my reference coin over here. So this is a 2019. Reference coin is on the bottom. And the focus, come on, guy. There you go. So this one has less serrations. We have another 2019 here on the top. If the camera will just decide to focus on the right thing. Sorry about that. Autofocus is crazy. So less serrations, and I think this is a 2019 as well. And this one has less serrations as well. So these are not the errors. And we have another 1 million minted Bill Reed 2020. Very, very cool. What I like about the 1 million minted for the non-colorized versions is that the whole center is engraved, whereas for the colorized version, the center is flat and it's just an image that they put on it with the enameling. But this one, they actually had to go through the trouble of engraving the coin, which makes it that much more fun to find these guys. All right, that was roll number 5. Let's move on to roll, actually that was roll 6. Let's move on to roll number 7. Here is our first 2010. There are 2 varieties to look for. There's the no water lines variety. So the way to look for that one, there's 2 ways. This one actually has pretty good strike. You can see here the little waves between the ice flows, but also there's like a little Z ice shape between its paws. That would be absent, and the little lines here in the between the ice flows would also be absent. So this is not that no water lines version. And the second one is the serrations. We're looking for a variety that has a less serration. So here is a 2009, and if it has the same number of serrations, which it does, we can see very clearly here, same number of serrations. So this is a standard issue. We're looking for the one with less serrations. Roll number 8. No colorized coins again. I haven't had any luck recently with my loonies and toonies finding colorized coinage. Speaking of colorized coinage, we have the Victory Toonie, modeled after the Victory nickel, commemorating 75 years of the end of World War II. Beautiful design, bright colors, I love it. And this one is, of course, dated, where's the date? 2020, right there on the side of the V. Very cool. We were speaking that we weren't getting any colorized coins, and we find one. This is another one. This is Nunavut dollar. The $2 coin celebrating the creation of the territory of Nunavut when Northwest Territories was split. This is in 1999, and there is a version where there is no division between the inner ring and the outer ring. It's all uniform. There's not that crisp line there. And that was done in some mint sets, and sometimes they find themselves in circulation. Roll number 9. Let's hope there's a colorized one in this one. We haven't been finding very much. Maybe I'm going to jinx myself here by mentioning a second time in a row, but who knows? Maybe I'll be lucky and we'll have another colorized coin in here. One more over here in this roll. This is the 2006 Churchill. You can see the bear looking up at the northern lights over there. There is a variety here to look for. I believe there is a variety of this Churchill bear with a single date on the back. And the other one is the pixie ear, where there is a definite point to the bear's ear. This one doesn't seem to have it, meaning that this is a regular strike with no errors. Last roll, roll 10. And we hit another really nice black ring toonie that we're going to keep. Three more finds in this one. The first one over here is 2019. So let's grab our 2019 here and check the serrations. This one has less. And this one here, I believe, is another 2019. So let's do the serration check. And this one has less. So we only found one in this hunt. And the final one is another 1 million minted. This is celebrating Canada's First Nations coin. This is the 1 million minted one. Very cool find. 2023 with the double date of Queen Elizabeth's reign, 1952 to 2022. Very, very cool. So now let me go check. I believe none of these are going to be album fillers, other than possibly the Daphne Ochik here. I'm going to grab my main book first. Oops, sorry, hit the camera there. Let's have a look here. Let's go for the type A's first. I'll explain the difference in the types here. And yes, I don't have a type A Daphne Ochik. And let's look at the type B's over here. And I don't have a type B Daphne Ochik. So we definitely have a filler for the main book. So the way to look at it is, let's put the obverse up and look at the edge lettering. And the edge lettering is upside down, making this a type B. If the edge lettering was readable, you can see the word dollar here. I have to flip it this way to make the word dollar legible. If the word dollar is legible and we have the reverse, that's a type B. So we're going to go here to the type B section. And I've been putting the uncolorized one ahead of the colorized one. So the type B Daphne Ochik will go into my main book right here. And that is always fun to fill a spot. I'm still missing the non-colorized version of the Remembrance Toonie over here, remembering that I got this one at the Mint Exchange. And for the non-colorized versions, you have to wait to get them in circulation, unfortunately. That is awesome. Let me look at my coin roll hunting book for the remaining toonies there, but I'm pretty sure I don't need any of them. Let's have a quick look here. We're looking, well, I don't know which one is which. This is the older ones. Here's the V toonie. Here is the Bill Reed. Very cool. And now let's look at the more modern ones over here. And here is the indigenous colorized one. So we don't need any of these guys. Now we do need, of course, the uncolorized Daphne Ogic for this book as well as the new ones for circulation. We haven't found the one with the poppy for circulation as well. Still missing a 2005, one of the fakes 2005 no serif version here, which would have been fun to find. But I am kind of relieved that I did not find any fakes in this hunt. Well, the giveaway for the month of February is going to be this Toonie here. This is the Nunangat Toonie. And yeah, all you have to do to be eligible to win this is leave a comment on this video, and I will draw a name of a lucky winner in early March, and I will send this wherever you live, barring, of course, countries where Canada Post is forbidden to send mail. But I haven't had anybody from, I think, I've sent mail to, let's see now, I've sent mail to Australia, I've sent mail to Poland, to the United States and Canada, obviously. I'm wondering if I sent mail anywhere else offhand, off the top of my head. Well, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, click on my logo over here to subscribe. Here is a video that might be of interest to you, as well as a playlist of other Toonie hunts. Until next time, thanks for watching.